Welcome into the Martin Houston Show with Martin and Xavier, powered by MaXSports on a beautiful Monday morning. We're live, local, and ready to get things rolling. I apologize for some technical difficulties to kick things off. Undoubtedly, the Auburn Tigers have been in messing with the board over the weekend, but we'll make it work. We will work you into the conversation the best way we can. Right now, the phone lines are not available. So I apologize to those who have tuned in on the radio dial and via the phone lines that want to interact. But we're going to go ahead and give you that number, and I'll let you know as soon as those phone lines are working. 205-342-9904. That's the Alabama One hotline. 205-342-9904. That's the Alabama One hotline. You and the rest of the world waiting to interact. So if you happen to be in on the live stream, you can still interact with us, post your thoughts, your comments, your suggestions, your questions, and your reactions right there on the live stream, and we'll work you into the conversation. We got a great show lined up for you. You're listening to the Martin Houston Show, powered by MaXSports. And our playbook for today, of course, includes a review of the SEC championship game. Alabama, the SEC champs, now with a chance to make a run toward the national championship, as the committee shocked the world, including me, putting Bama in at 4. We'll have the good, the bad, the ugly. We'll have the players of the game. We'll have a turning point of the game. We'll have those things and more. We actually need uh, need you to talk to me directly today. Once again, I apologize for the technical side. You and I can definitely interact, though. Post your thoughts and comments on chat. Remember that this is the day that the Lord has made, so let's rejoice and be glad in it. Rejoice and be glad in it. Take some time today to notice someone, trust someone, love someone, serve someone, be the difference you want to see in the world. We will not have Kennington Smith III today, as he's traveling back. So we will leave those spots in minutes open for you. Good morning, X. How you doing? Can't hear you. I need you to get back on my Skype.
Good morning.
Good morning. It's a excuse me, interesting weekend, and I think I'm feeling a little bit like maybe Michigan did yesterday. Um, you work hard, you prepare. Yeah, I think it's going to be one way, and it turns out to be another, and a little frustration sets in as you move forward. The Michigan Wolverines not happy today, but there's a lot to get to, and we'll slowly work our way through those things as as we roll this morning. The Alabama Crimson Tide didn't shock the Alabama nation, but I think it shocked most of the world, with the exception of a couple guys. I will give it to Desmond Howard. He picked Alabama. Pat McAfee picked Alabama in classic fashion as he trolled the dogs, but he was right, and the Alabama Crimson Tide took care of the Georgia Bulldogs. What are your initial thoughts, just overall, of that great game? I can't hear you. Not hearing you, sir.
Well, it was a phenomenal game. Absolutely. It was what I hoped with the score prediction that I gave on Friday. So that felt really good finally getting one right when I've been so close all year. But it it started off kind of rough. You can ask Tamara, my wife, that she came in the office where I was watching it, and she goes, You're being really quiet. I don't know if I like this." As the game took off, but Bama was able to get it done. Great overall defensive performance. Guys are going to get their moments, get their plays, but also the offense being able to get key drives when they needed it the most.
Yeah, it started off that first drive, they got 83 yards, and I think their next 5 drives, they got 80 yards, which means the scripted plays worked. But then once Bama settled in, they were able to, kind of hold their own for the most part for the remainder of the game. Some people in Georgia not happy with Mike Bobo this morning, feeling like he tried to do things versus going with what Bama was giving him. And I feel like Bama did the same thing in some ways with Georgia. I feel like from once we took the lead, Bama clearly controlled that game for the most part. But with all of that, and it's a big, big, big time excitement in terms of what's happening with Alabama, SEC champion, another win over Kirby Smart. And you have to ask yourself, barring an injury, does Kirby get over the hump against Saban? Because right now, head to head, nothing blatant like your best wide receiver going down. Kirby hadn't been able to get over that hump. Um, and even though Georgia has clearly been the gold standard the last 3 years, um, maybe, just maybe, if they were on Alabama's schedule every year, Alabama would still be the gold standard and have an opportunity to reclaim, you know, they have an opportunity to reclaim the throne of college football in terms of what they do. They took down Georgia, and they will have to beat back-to-back number one teams in order to win a national title. I think Nick Saban may be 5-0 or 6-0 against college football playoff number one ranked teams, and then most likely, in my opinion, I believe Texas beats Washington, and then they'll have a chance to redeem that loss here in Tuscaloosa, and it will either validate what we've been saying as Alabama fans or not. That there is, without a doubt, a difference in week 2 and week 15 and week 16. So, your thoughts there as Alabama, has a chance to reclaim their title as the king and the toast of college football.
I really like Alabama's chances to be able to do it. And if you haven't seen the audio or the video of when Michigan found out Alabama made it in, that is a thing of beauty as an Alabama fan. That is absolutely just what you want to see, that audible gasp of, oh no, we've got to go through Bama, was something that just yet made my day yesterday once I saw the clip. But Bama's had a hard road, and I understand that people who are Florida State fans, I understand being upset. I understand being in your feelings about it. I understand the college football world being in their feelings about it. But Bama's in now. Can you knock them off?
Yeah, and and I want to acknowledge I do feel bad for Florida State.
I do too.
I really feel bad for Florida State, but I'm not a Florida State fan, so I'm not going to begrudge my team getting in. I begrudge the commission and the committee and all of them who set up a 4 game thing when you have 5 champions. When they set this up, this was always a possibility. I mean, the truth of the matter is, It just took till the last year for it to happen. The truth of the matter is if the other conferences could have held water, this is very possible that this would have happened before. The problem is there's not been um, five good conferences at any point. Think about that for a second. In 10 years, the other conferences have been up and down, up and down, up and down. That's why you've not had this scenario where there's been, you know, this uproar where uh you know, how many times has two SEC teams got in? Well, why is that? Because there's not been multiple undefeated conference champions in other conferences that could qualify and say they were good teams, X. It's, but this was always a possibility. Now, would I be upset if I was an Alabama fan and this happened to Alabama? Yes, absolutely. And I do think that had Jordan Travis not got hurt, Alabama would be sitting at home right now.
Agreed.
But and here's the reality: I think that I think that Alabama got both them and Texas in because I think once Alabama won, they couldn't leave both out. And I think, and I have one other reason why I think Alabama's in X, and we'll talk about it on the other side. We're going to get the break right here. Coming back on the other side, hopefully we'll have all of our technical difficulties worked out. But if not, we'll keep it rolling right here on your home for Alabama sports. I apologize. I'm frustrated as you are that you're not able to interact because this show is about interaction with our listeners and our guests, and we're just not able to have that this morning. So I apologize to you, but we'll work on it. You're listening to the Martin Houston Show, powered by MaXSports with Martin and Xavier. Welcome back in, and we're excited to have you back on with us. We're live, local, and ready to get things going. Want to apologize to you for some technical difficulties this morning. As we continue to work through things, we will continue to make it happen. How about that? We'll continue to make it happen right here in your home for Alabama sports. I'm Martin Houston. That's Xavier Houston. We'll add him back into the conversation as we move forward this morning. X, a lot of frustration out there, man. And it's not coming from the Crimson Tide. The Crimson Tide got in. And as they got in, what a day. What a day for the Alabama Crimson Tide as they work to get ready for the national championship game. Let's go back and review the SEC championship game. And, of course, the SEC championship game featured the Georgia Bulldogs and the Alabama Crimson Tide. But, of course, the Alabama Crimson Tide taking care of business, unlike most people thought. What was your, let's start with your players of the game. Who are your players of the game?
Players of the game, I mean, you definitely have to look at nobody had like an oh my god statistical game on the offensive side, but I mean you have to go with Jalen Milroe. His timely throws, his runs at the end of the game to seal it, to put it away. Overall, I'm really proud of how the offensive line played. Yeah, there were 4 sacks given up in the game, but this Georgia defense is one of the best defenses in the country, and it is what you expect when you play their defense. But his overall game was really nice. Isaiah Bond with the timely catches again and again on that last scoring drive, and then defensively, the defense in my opinion played great as a unit. 323 yards given up to really one of the best defenses. I mean, one of the best offenses in the country as well. But if you had to single out a guy or two, Trey Amos did really good coming in from Kool-Aid after Kool-Aid was knocked out of the game. Dallas Turner getting pressure, getting a sack, 1 or 2 sacks in this game with an offensive line that had only given up 8 sacks all season long. Just great overall performance.
Absolutely. It was a great overall performance. Lots of guys doing things, guys making key plays and different things like that. But I couldn't pick it necessarily an individual. Jalen Milroe made some good plays, made some bad plays overall. But I think the O-line, just as a unit, was clearly the absolute toast of the town. I think they gave Jalen Milroe too much time. I mean, there was times that he stood back and literally just he was without a doubt he stood back there just like almost too long, and so as he was doing that, it was absolutely kind of crazy to watch. And but I think it made him hesitant to run because he had so much time. And I know they had spies and different things like that, but I would start off with the O-line as the MVP. I tell you what, we think we have all of our technical issues, or most of them, resolved. So we're going to take a break right here. And then coming back on the other side, we're going to see if we can get some callers worked into the conversation. You listen to the Martin Houston Show with Martin and Xavier, powered by Max.
Tide 100.9 traffic.
From the Townsend Nissan Traffic Center, we got a major crash on McFarland eastbound at Harrison Parkway with injuries. McFarland is currently closed eastbound. And another wreck westbound on McFarland at 31st Street East. If you see other conditions, give me a call. The year-end clearance is on now at Townsend Nissan with savings up to $10,000. Don't miss it. I'm Captain Ray.
This time of year, big box tool stores start to sell a whole bunch of not tools, from dancing Santas to plastic trees. At Northern Tool and Equipment, we'd rather sell you a 4-horsepower chainsaw fitted with a full chisel chain to cut down your own tree. And we have wood chippers come January, because mulch. We're cutting prices on power tools, automotive jacks and stands, and portable inverter generators this holiday season. Save in store or at northerntool.com.
Nissan has a car for everyone, for every driver who wants more, whatever that more may be. More action, more guts, more turbocharged excitement. The Nissan Z and GTR put together power and style into a perfect combination. Your adrenaline will kick in when you take advantage of Nissan Z and GTR's launch control. Launch control takes the car from a complete stop to a powerful boost without hesitation. When you drive a Nissan, there is no compromising your next adventure. At Nissan, more is all they do. So get your endless thrills in a new Nissan today.
Imagine it's the final game of the season, but your symptoms of irritable bowel syndrome with constipation, or IBS-C, are making a comeback. What should you do? Keep managing your constipation with belly pain the same old way? Or try getting ahead of your symptoms by talking to your doctor about Linzess, linaclotide. Linzess is a prescription medicine that treats IBS-C in adults. It's not a laxative. It's a once-daily pill that helps you get ahead of your symptoms. It's proven to help you have more frequent and complete bowel movements and helps relieve overall abdominal symptoms, belly pain, discomfort, and bloating. These symptoms were studied in combination, not individually.
Do not give Linzess to children less than 2. It may harm them. Do not take Linzess if you have a bowel blockage. Get immediate help if you develop unusual or severe stomach pain, especially with bloody or black stools. The most common side effect is diarrhea, sometimes severe. If it's severe, stop taking Linzess and call your doctor right away. Other side effects include gas, stomach area pain, and swelling.
Imagine, what could relief from IBS-C mean for you? Talk to your doctor and say yes to Linzess. Learn more at linzess.com or call 1-800-LINZESS.
Hey, this is Travis Kelce, NFL tight end and proud member of the Lowe's home team. Lowe's knows when you've got the best price, you've already won. That's why we offer the lowest price guarantee. If you find a better price online or in store, we'll match it. Now you can score on the top brands from the Lowe's home team picks, like Scotts, LG, and DeWalt. So take on your projects with confidence. Lowe's is the exclusive home improvement retail partner of the NFL.
Price match applies to same item, current price of qualifying retailers. Exclusions and terms apply. Learn how we'll match price at lowes.com/lowest price guarantee.
Keep it locked into Tide 100.9 for more of the Martin Houston Show with Martin Houston and X's and O's Sports, Xavier Houston.
Good morning and welcome into the Martin Houston Show with Martin and Xavier on Tide 100.9. We're live, local, and ready to get things going. We want to remind you. Welcome back in. Seem to be getting a little delay. Let's see if we can get a caller in to the conversation. Pat, you're in on the Alabama One.
Good morning, Martin. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Martin, can you hear me? No. Okay.
I can hear you, Pat, but it's significant. Guys, hang up the phone. All right. I'm not sure.
Everything okay, Martin? Can you hear okay?
I can hear, but there's a delay that everything I'm saying is coming back through and feeding back through about 30 seconds later.
Okay. Well, hey, let's try to go to break and then we'll come back and get these callers, okay?
Tide 100.9 traffic.
From the Townsend Nissan Traffic Center, we got a major crash on McFarland eastbound at Harrison Parkway with injuries. McFarland is currently closed eastbound. And another wreck westbound on McFarland at 31st Street East. If you see other conditions, give me a call. The year-end clearance is on now at Townsend Nissan with savings up to $10,000. Don't miss it. I'm Captain Ray.
Here's what's trending on the Tuscaloosa thread.
Good Monday morning. A report from Alabama arrives, claims auto workers at Mercedes-Benz and Vance and other non-union auto plants in the state are seeing smaller paychecks than last year. Alabama arrives worker policy advocate Deb Wakely told news partner ABC 3340 the shortfall may result in fewer workers. The UAW is planning on a major push to unionize auto plants in Alabama and across the South after the first of the year. Click Tuscaloosa thread for more local news. Don Hartley, Town Square Media, Tuscaloosa.
Catch Christian and Corey Miller every weekday here on Tide 100.9.
Hey, it's Christian Miller from the Miller's Edge. And make sure you join us Monday as we break down the SEC championship game and offer our thoughts on the final college football playoff rankings. Again, join us right here on the Miller's Edge on Tide 100.9.
Tune in 11 to noon to hear Christian and Corey Miller break down everything from college to the pros on Tide 100.9, the home of Alabama sports.
Yeah. You know what happens in the plasma chamber? Big stuff. Science stuff. Diamonds. I'm Tom Osmond. Fincher & Osmond Jewelers carries artisan-created diamonds.
Earth and human safe.
And bigger. Lots bigger.
Fincher & Osmond diamonds from the mines or artisan-created diamonds.
They're all diamonds.
If you want to give her the big stuff, you've got to see these diamonds.
FincherandOsmond.com. A little tricky to find on McFarland Boulevard between Edgar's and Local Roots.
Planning a holiday party? Chicken Salad Chick makes it simple with or order online at chickcatering.com.
Join the diverse business council of the Chamber of Commerce of West Alabama for the Jingle and Mingle Christmas Expo in collaboration with the Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated, Eta Xi Omega chapters. Build Our Economic Wealth Initiative along with City Councilman Cassius Lanier and Tuscaloosa Builds. The festive and free event will be on Thursday evening, December 7th from 7 to 9 at the Tuscaloosa River Market. You'll be able to jingle and mingle with local businesses and find out more about their unique products and services. For more info, log on to TuscaloosaThread.com.
Weather brought to you by Tidwell Chiropractic, the only third-generation chiropractor with over 26 years experience in Tuscaloosa. Call Tidwell Chiropractic at 752-2503.
Hey, football fans, need a good place to watch the Tide roll? Come to Walk On Sports Bistro. Every table has its own view of multiple football games. Enjoy a wide choice of 43 different selections of craft beers, the most in town with almost half being local breweries. Delicious food, fun, and a great atmosphere. 95.3 The Bear and 100.9 Tide Sports Talk will be there for a live remote postgame show, talking football, interviewing guests, and listening to Coach Saban's postgame comments. See you for some football and lots of fun, food, and drinks at Walk On Sports Bistro, Skyland Boulevard, Tuscaloosa.
Gun season is finally upon us. We want you to win the biggest buck in West Alabama contest. If you score a big buck, take it to Hicks Taxidermy at 703 Main Avenue in Northport, and Hicks will measure to see if your buck wins our weekly contest.
Can you hear me okay, X?
will be entered into the grand prize drawings at the end of deer season. Photos of weekly winners are posted on Town Square Media Tuscaloosa websites. Big Buck Bounty is presented in part by Tuscaloosa Ford, Dwayne's Towing and Recovery, North River Outdoors, Elite Recruiting, Tuscaloosa Tractor, Houghton's Deer Processing, and the official taxidermist of Big Buck Bounty is Hicks Taxidermist.
Hey, this is Travis Kelce, NFL tight end and proud member of the Lowe's home team. Lowe's knows when you've got the best price, you've already won. That's why we offer the lowest price guarantee. If you find a better price online or in store, we'll match it. Now you can score on the top brands from the Lowe's home team picks, like Scotts, LG, and DeWalt. So take on your projects with confidence. Lowe's is the exclusive home improvement retail partner of the NFL.
Price match applies to same item, current price of qualifying retailers. Exclusions and terms apply. Learn how we'll match price at Lowes.com/lowest price guarantee.
If you need residential or commercial dirt work done, West Alabama Landworks is ready to tackle the job for you. They specialize in land clearing, forestry mulching, land grading, driveway grading, and repair services. No job is too large or too small. Call them today for a free estimate at 205-233-1234 anywhere in West Alabama, Birmingham, or surrounding areas. West Alabama Landworks makes tough jobs look easy. Give them a call if you need residential or commercial dirt work done. West Alabama Landworks, 205-233-1234.
Welcome back to the Martin Houston Show, the sound of Bama sports. Your show, your team, on your home for Alabama sports. Tide 100.9 and streaming on the Tide 100.9 app.
Welcome back into the Martin Houston Show with Martin and Xavier. 100.9. We're going to try this one more time and see if we're able.
Hang on, Martin. Try talking a little bit. Let me see.
1, 2, 1, 2. You're in. I am talking, and we're still getting a double. Hey, we're gonna guys. You guys need to go ahead. I'm not. Hey, to all of you who are online, I want to apologize to you. I'm going to dealing with some frustration on the other side, and therefore I've not been able to deliver the way I like to deliver in a professional manner. To go ahead and back out of here now. We'll be back on tomorrow.